Hello, it's Carrie and I'm back with another pick a card reading. And this time I'm going to answer the question, what's your next level up and how can you achieve it? I've just been feeling like the energy of a new level, like we're already here, we're at the new level. But let's define what that new level is and what are the next steps that we need to do to make sure we're on the right track to achieving that. So I just want to say thank you so much for being in this reading. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes. Thank you for commenting. And let's get started. We've got here pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Again, the question is, what's your next level up and how can you achieve it? All right, pick your card and we'll get started with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. We've got 2 cards to answer the questions. Actually, we have 2 questions and 2 cards, one for each question. The first question is, what's your next level up? The second question is, how can you achieve it? So pile 1, normally when I do these pick a card readings, I like to pull a main card and then pull the clarifying cards. But when I pulled this first card, I was literally getting the energy of sitting with these cards before even pulling additional cards. It's kind of like this is enough. There is no need to pull additional cards, like that type of energy. And so pile 1, we're going to start here with the answer to the question, what is your next level up? So your next level up is going to involve you changing your energy. Whatever you're doing right now might be very high energy. It might take a lot of your time. It might take a lot of your mental energy. It literally could be stressing you out, whatever you're doing right now. And what I'm getting from this card, and like generally the overall energy of this reading for pile 1 is slowing down and taking time and focusing on the small things. Like when I was looking at this card, normally I just see the woman who is meditating. But this time I saw the armor set down to the side. I saw that there's a word up here in this window, this stained glass window. Pax. I don't know what that means. I tried to look in the deck, but I couldn't see, like from the deck description, I couldn't see what that meant. I saw the sunlight streaming in through the windows. You can even see the rays coming. And I just saw like her overall demeanor being peaceful, but like she's going within. And she's, she's in a very vulnerable space and state. So your next level up is going to be getting into this type of energy, like this vulnerable energy, but also an energy where you have time to like focus on the small things in life, like the little things, the simple things. There is no need anymore, or what your next level up is going to involve you not having to be stressed out or be running here and there. It's not going to involve you needing to come up with new ideas rapidly. It's honestly like an energy change, like a shift in energy. That's what your next level up is going to involve. And so it's so funny because sometimes when we think about leveling up in life, we think about getting a new job, getting a bigger house, but to me, this level up is involving downsizing, like making your life smaller, your problems smaller, like just not having so much on your shoulders to deal with. That is the type of level up that I'm seeing here. Like a more peaceful life in general. It's a beautiful thing, pile 1. So what's your next level up? A more peaceful life. A life in which you do not have to have this armor on. So even if you are, let's say in the public eye, maybe kind of backing up a little bit, not being so public with it, or letting other people take the reins while you're still maybe the face, but you're not having to deal with the day-to-day aspects of everything. Like if you run your own social media platform or your own business, or it's something that you have to like be there for every day. Maybe this is going to be you taking a step back and allowing some other people to take over that. Or even if it's you going, if you've ever been to like a retreat or something like that, to be able to take some time off from working and go do a retreat, go take care of yourself, go find this inner peace again, because you've just been running around so much. And even it could be you going on vacation. But to me, it's a more extended time, because sometimes it takes us a little bit of time to like get back into our normal vibration when we've been rushing and rushing and rushing. I know for me, sometimes my work is so fast paced that when I sit still by myself, I'm just like, whoa, everything's so slow. I'm so bored. Oh my gosh. And I'm finding things to distract me when in reality, I just need to go back and slow down again and get back centered because I've been rushing, but the rushing has become my new normal. So it's like I should always rush. And then I remember, like, no, I don't actually need to rush through life. I'm missing things, I'm skipping things, I'm forgetting things because I'm rushing so fast. So that is the type of energy that's going to happen for you. That's your next level up. You get to slow down. So beautiful. And then how can you achieve it? Renewal. I love it. This is the next to last card in the major arcana. This is the judgment card. It's like the sun coming back up. And it's interesting because when I saw this card, it looked like a decision, a choice. Like I could see two pathways here in this renewal card. And it's like the same, one path is doing the same old thing, and another path is you doing something different in a different way. So starting over, basically. It's like you can keep on the same path or you can start over. That's what I'm seeing here in this renewal. And that's how you, like, in the way that you're going to achieve your new beginning is you would need to start over. You would need to make that choice. So it's all about a choice and decision to change your life. And I believe that if you go and sit in this energy, it's kind of like if you can vibrate at that frequency of being vulnerable, taking off your armor, even for a small moment, the things that are going to come to your mind and the ideas and the types of things, like the way that you would like to live your life, is going to come upon you, let's say, and it's going to help you make that decision. But you would need to be in this vibration first before you can make the decision to change your life. Like, imagine coming home from a really, really busy, hectic day at work, and then you need to like, just like I was saying before, you feeling like you have to keep going and keep doing and keep up that, like, that momentum that you had when you were at this hectic day at work, or hectic day taking care of your kids, or hectic day running errands, like whatever it was just causing you to rush, rush, rush. You would need to sit down, like really force yourself to sit down and let that energy come up off you, like that rush energy. Remind yourself that there's nothing that's urgent. Everything's okay. We're good. Everything's taken care of. And remind yourself that you can, like, it's okay for you to rest and take off your armor. And then it would be your choice to make the decision about the renewal, because you would need to be in the slow down energy first so that you can see both pathways. It's like you need to be standing at the middle fork, the middle of the fork, in between the fork. If this is a pathway, you would need to be standing here, like at this point, so that you can see both sides. But if you're here on this fast, fast energy, it's going to be difficult for you to see all the way over here. So you would need to bring it down, calm down, and then come into this new energy. Hopefully that is making sense to you. But it's a choice. It's a choice of, now that I'm calmed down and I'm more peaceful, how can I change my life? It's going to be a level up, though. How can I level up my life for it to work better for me and to allow me to be more in this peaceful energy? So power one, because number one in numerology is all about being a leader and a boss. I'm really getting that energy that you are this leader and this boss. You're the one who calls the shots. People come to you all the time with questions, and it could be urgent things like, hey, you need to make a decision now. Or, hey, this is happening. We got to fix this now. That might come upon you often. How can you solve that problem? How can you heal that issue within your business or your company or whatever you're managing, so that you don't have to be always the one that people run to for answers? That's what you're going to learn and decide and choose to do on this new path. You're going to find more solutions. I was just thinking the other day, I work in customer service, and there's so many little issues that pop up that people like me who haven't been in this industry for very long, I don't know the solution to it. I can come up with one now, but there's always there's like standards and procedures that we follow, right? But if the whole team doesn't know the standard and procedure, then they are going to run to the boss or the manager to have, like, for the solution. But perhaps if there were more training, if everybody else was able to have the solution, then it wouldn't be just one person holding the keys. Like, it wouldn't be one person to make those final decisions. It would be like more of a group effort. So it wouldn't just be on the shoulders of one person. But I do feel like sometimes in this society, especially when it comes with the hierarchy of like the level of jobs, like somebody who's beginning, somebody who's been there, like with that hierarchy, it sometimes feels like the things that are keeping the people down is the lack of information, because this is how it goes and only this person can make that decision, and it ends up being like top heavy. So when the people who have been there for so long leave, all that information is gone with them, and it's just like a mess. So helping to like solve that issue to where like not just one person holds the information, everybody knows it, or everybody's responsible for it. Everybody has like their own roles that they need to play, and not just one person having to like come back behind everybody. You know what I mean? Like giving people more responsibility over their lives. I feel it's like making a new decision, choosing a different path and a different way to do things. Pile one. And it's so funny that I've literally only pulled 2 cards, but I feel like I've gotten your message out. Your next level is for you to have a more relaxed life. Like, there's no need for you to have any burdens on your shoulders. There's no need for you to go out to battle with all of this armor on. It's kind of like you've already paid your dues. And it's time to put that down and to start a new life. You could even be retiring too. But it's going to be a choice that you make. So this renewal card says, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness. Time to head in a new direction. Clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. So if you've been stressed out lately, this pile is definitely for you. If you feel like you need a vacation, it's definitely for you. If you feel like you have too many burdens on your shoulders, this pile is definitely for you. And for you to level up in life is to really level down. Like, take some of those burdens off of your shoulders and disperse them. Okay, pile 1. I'm going to move on to pile 2. Okay, pile 2. This is your reading. So I wanted to pull 2 cards. First, to answer the question number 1, what is your next level up? And then I wanted to answer the question, how can you achieve it? So for you, pile 2, your next level up is wait. It's not yet time, things are being woven. And it's interesting because when I look at this card, it honestly reminds me of a portal. I actually see a lot of portals in the cards that I pulled for you. Wait, things are being woven. It's like you are actually in the middle already of your next level up. You're already on your way. You're already on your journey. So it's not like done yet, but you're in progress, in the process. So it's like, yeah, your next level up is coming, but you have to wait for it to be completed. It's not like you can rush it along. It's the energy that I'm getting for you, pile number 2. And the answer to how can you achieve it? Because again, you're already on that journey. So it's the answer is gonna be basically to be patient. So we have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time and nature. So it's so interesting, like whenever I'm like wanting to achieve something new, wanting to level up. And because these are the Starseed Oracle cards, this could literally be like changing your vibration to level up from like 3D to 5D maybe. You could be feeling like impatient. You could be feeling like I put in so much work. Like why isn't it happening for me? And the answer to that is it's like it's not time yet. Things are being woven. And in order for you to kind of help that along, the only thing that you can do is be patient and spend time out in nature. Like spend time connecting to things that are going to keep you grounded, and not like basically like grounded in your goals, instead of being out here partying or doing things that are gonna take you away from what you really believe in. Staying grounded in your goals and the things that are important to you. I remember when I was first on my spiritual journey, it was just so hard. It was so hard to stay focused because out there in the world there's a lot of distractions, and it seems like they were so much louder than the things that I was newly learning to believe in. And it was difficult for me to kind of stay focused. I would basically revert back to my old stuff and my old self. And the in between part I think is really hard too, because it's easy to go back when you still see and feel and know and remember and like taste those old things. But this new thing, you don't even know what it smells like, tastes like, feels like yet. And the energy that I'm getting for you is to like acknowledge and accept that, and do your best to stay grounded in the things that you believe in, and the things that are going to help move you forward. And so going outside and staying connected to earth, staying connected to the truth is going to help you, rather than trying to be around a lot of people or like doing a lot of things, or getting away or running away from the situation. No, like stay grounded, stay present, that type of energy. So even if you're meditating more, or you're spending time like going on walks in nature more, going to bodies of water more, like those are the types of things that are going to help you as you're like along this journey. Like you're just in the in-between portions. You're not quite there yet, but you're not where you were before either. So I'm going to show you the rest of these cards. I just didn't have a lot of space up here. I'm going to show you the rest of these cards that I pulled. Okay, here's the rest of the cards that I pulled. Let's just start over here with Earth in Perspective. So honestly, I think that this is like a zoomed out version of your life and what you've been going through. It's interesting too because again, I told you I've been seeing lots of portals in your cards. Like I see one here, there's another one here. This looks like a portal as well, and this void, this black hole looks like a portal too. So it's like you're in the in-between. You've already gone through the portal, but you just haven't made it out on the other side. And that energy of waiting, knowing that something's coming, but you're like in the in-between, so you cannot see it or feel it yet, can be irritating. It's like I know it's coming, but very irritated right now. And then if we start over here with Earth and Perspective, you might be on, well, you are on a unique path that's completely different from what any of your friends are doing, what anybody around you is doing. And sometimes it can be hard to see that because you just might feel, the side effects of it, but you might not really understand it into it. Like, oh no, I'm doing something that nobody around me is doing, so it's completely different, and that's why I feel so different and out of place. It's like, no, I'm doing something different from you. I might be seeing the side effects of that, but not feeling like the positive aspects of it. So the negative side effects may be, oh man, I don't feel like I fit in with my friends, or oh man, like nobody understands me, or those kinds of thoughts might be going through your head, and that might be the case. But the positive aspect of it is because you're on your own unique journey and you're doing your own thing. That's what I see by Earth. It says learning how to be human in the world, not of it. So you might be surrounded by people who are not like you, but you want to be your own unique self. It's like having this perspective of like, all right, just because everybody's doing this doesn't mean I need to be doing it too. It does make me feel lonely because I don't see people who are doing what I'm doing, but that just means that I haven't found my way to them yet, or that they haven't found their way to me yet, or that I haven't like completely understood my purpose and my part in all of this. I'm just on my way to understanding and figuring that out. But it doesn't have to be a bad thing. I think sometimes, especially with the way society is, it seems like we need to be together and on the same page and all agree. And that's not the case. It doesn't mean that they're bad or you're bad or anything's bad. It just means that we're different. And accepting that for what it is something that you've been doing and something that can be helpful for you as you're going on this new journey and this new portal. So we've got called, and your life is a canvas. So again, you want to build and create your own unique life, the own unique way of living, doing things. Even because we've got your life is a canvas. You could be an artist and you want to create your own unique art. It has nothing to do with what anybody else is doing. Literally, people can tell you that you're not doing art the right way because it's your own unique thing. I'm sure Picasso and Van Gogh, they talked about them too, about, oh man, you're strange, you're weird, why are you doing it like this? You should be doing it like everybody else. But where is the growth in that? Where's the change in that? And where is the creativity in that if everyone's doing everything the same way? So again, helping you to remember and to zoom out and to see like, okay, it might feel like this now. It might feel like there's nobody around me who knows and understands me or who does art like this, or I feel like I'm an outsider. That's because you're on the way, like you're becoming. You haven't quite made it to the other side yet. Then we have karmic relationships in inner earth. So, again, this is reminding me of I was saying earlier about like the positives and negatives of being on your own path. On your own path, one of the positives being that you get to do your own thing, but one of the negatives being that there's like differences between you and the people around you, and it can be, it can kind of suck. You know, you can feel lonely, and you can really feel like the differences between you and other people. Again, those differences can be celebrated. They do not have to be negative things. And because I'm seeing this karmic relationships in this inner earth, it's like in karmic relationships it says polarity, soul growth, conflict. I can tell you, I have discovered so much about myself by understanding what I am not and where I do not belong and what is not for me, particularly when it comes to relationships. It kind of helps you see, like, actually, I'm not gonna put up with this. And you're telling me that I am this and I'm that in the relationship, and I'm not good enough, and that I'm blah blah blah. And it helps you understand, especially once you get up out of there. Because if you were not good enough, then why did you want to be with me? If I was not this and that, then why were you working so hard to keep me here in this space? Like, really tell the truth about the situation. And then you getting up out of that relationship and being able to look back on it and seeing, like, oh, here's my perspective now. This is why they were pulling me down in this way. This is why we didn't work. Because we don't have these things in common, or because we believe completely differently about this, or because you don't see me as I truly am, or I don't see you as you truly are. Like, those differences really help you to see and understand your environment, and help you see and understand what you are and what you can and cannot do, will and will not do, want to do and won't not to do. If you don't have those differences, sometimes it's hard for you to even understand that. It's like you need these other people to help you see the answers. Like, they're helping you ask the questions and giving you the answers back, to what, like, who you are and what your personality is and what you're interested in putting up with and what you like and don't like, what's for you and isn't for you. Relationships give you so much information, and that's some of the things that you've been getting here in your life. And next, we've got Portal and the Void. So this is you right now. It's like, here you are going through this portal. Hopefully you can choose to stay on your path and not try to go back. And it's so funny because I've tried to go back so many times, I can't lie. When it comes to my spiritual journey, I have wanted to go back. You know, in the Matrix, when you take the red and blue pill, and that one guy in the first movie, he wanted to go back, so he betrayed everybody because he was like, nah, ignorance is bliss. I have felt that so many times, but I have never been able to forget the things that I know. It's too hard for me to pretend like I don't know what I do know. And so I've never been able to go back because it's like I am not ignorant anymore, and I can't pretend like I am. And so I have to keep going forward on this journey. So if you're considering going back, or if you feel like it's too much or too overwhelming, I just have to say to you, you're never going to be the same. The steps that you've taken forward have already happened. So you might as well keep going forward rather than try to go back, because you cannot make yourself forget what you know. It's just impossible. And keep going forward, because eventually the things that you know are going to make so much more sense. Your life is going to be more complete. It's kind of like, I'm thinking about the developing as a human being. When your mom tells you as a kid that you're going to know, like, you might not know now, but you'll understand later. Like, you really will understand later, but you have to keep going for you to understand later, for the things to resolve and make sense, the things that you've gone through, the things that you've put up with, the people who you've met in your life, the experiences that you've had. Sometimes even they're good experiences, but you're like, why? This is kind of random. Why did I do this? Or why did I meet this person? And then eventually over time, it all resolves into one beautiful story. And so, pile 2, the thing that's coming for you is that you are in the void still. You are in your next level up. You're in between, so you're still working on this thing. And the advice is just to keep going. How you achieve it is you keep going. You don't try to go back. You don't look back. And you can, like, I'm not even going to sit here and say, don't do it, it's not going to work. Sometimes you need to look back and understand and see that, oh, okay, I actually don't want to be back there. That's why I walked forward. Sometimes you need to go back and understand that, but to be honest, there's no need. It's just keep moving forward, keep moving forward, keep going towards the things that you know you want, and not the things that you've already decided are not for you. Even if it's hard or scary, you can do it. Pile 2. Okay, we're going to move on to pile 3. All right, pile 3. This is your reading. We're answering the questions, what's your next level up and how can you achieve it? So number 1 is going to be, the first card is going to be the answer to what's your next level up. And the second card is going to be how you can achieve it. And pile number 1. I don't know why I want to keep saying number one. Probably because pile number 3, this is all about leadership. Just literally leadership and you being in your own power. So it doesn't necessarily have to be leadership as in you're leading other people, but you're leading yourself. It's like you standing in your power and believing in yourself and being the number 1 in your life. Like, trusting your decisions, trusting what you say, trusting the things that you think of, like just coming together with yourself. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's just so clear. It's just like, yeah, leadership, go, yeah, go. Even when I do these readings, it's like a matter of me being confident and trusting the words that come out of my mouth, because it's just me and these cards. There's no one here saying, yep, that's right, Carrie. Yeah, the things you're saying are correct, and everybody's going to agree with this, and yeah, you're sure you're right. But it's me trusting myself and trusting my connection with spirit that allows me to have the confidence to do these readings. So let's get started with the first card. What is your next level up? The answer is will. I just heard that will be done. Um, this lady, she's got all kinds of things covering her, over her. It's kind of like she's hiding. And I feel like what's next for you is you coming from behind the scenes and really taking control over your own life. Sometimes I think that we are afraid to take control of our own life because we've probably been told in the past that, oh, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, the things that you believe in are not correct. And it's never that someone just says you're not good enough, but it can be over, it's like slowly over time, them dismissing the things that you input, them saying that, oh, that idea is not, it's not going to help us. Basically just like death by a thousand cuts, like people dismissing you over and over and over again. Your ideas, your thoughts, your contributions keep getting dismissed, and this can be at all levels of your life. So it could have started in childhood, and like you're trying to help your parents and they're just like, get out of the way type stuff, and that never gets resolved. And when you get to your professional life, they're just like, just do your job, we don't need your input. And then maybe in a relationship, you're being told that, oh man, you don't handle this well, let me handle it for you. Like again, people keep telling you you're not good enough, etc., etc. And to be honest with you, that is a way, that's a pathway for you to learn and develop your own skills. Like what better motivator is there out there than people telling you you're not good enough, for you to go and discover that you are good enough. And that is how you're going to achieve your next level. Pile number 3 is the realization. You are going to discover that you are good enough, that you are a leader, that you can take control of your life, that your ideas are good. All of that. You're going to have a realization. And you see this lady, she's like looking through this keyhole. It's like she's come a long way on this journey just so she could see what's on the other side of this little keyhole. And of course, because it's a keyhole, it's talking about unlocking something. And I think sometimes we don't see ourselves as leaders because we cannot like zoom out on our lives and look at how we've been in control this whole time. Our decisions have made us who we are. Our decisions have shaped our entire lives. And it has been us that have been in control this whole time. But if you don't trust yourself and trust and believe that, you know, the things you do and the decisions that you make, etc., are good enough, then sometimes we won't want to take claim or take charge of those decisions, and we'll want to say, oh, they made me do this, or I had to do it like that, or blah blah blah, or they set me up in this way. But I think a realization that I've had over my life is that no one can make me do anything. It is me that is deciding and choosing whether or not to do these things. And if it's me choosing to listen to this person, that's me making the decision that, you know, this person, they might have something that I don't have. So I'm going to do what it is that they say because I believe in them more than I believe in what I say. Or I'm going to say, until I can decide what I want to do, I'm going to go and do what this other person tells me to do. But it's you deciding that that's what you're going to do. And anytime you can decide, okay, I've decided that I want to do what I want to do, so I'm going to do what I want to do and not listen to anybody else. Like there's no time and space in which you can say, I have to do this because this other person tells me, and I can never do what I want to do because I have no power. Like that would never be true. Because literally, nobody can make you walk and do something. Like they literally can't get in your body and move your legs for you. It's you moving your legs. It's you moving your arms. You know, they would have a really tough time moving your body. They would literally have to pick you up and do it. Whereas you have this unique power to work and control your body. You know what I'm saying? Like you are in control. And I want to say that's the realization you're going to have for your next level up. So I pulled more cards. I'm just going to go over them. Okay, pile 3. So we've got self-reflection, acceptance, Patience, trust, action, blossoming. Love it, love it, love it. So if you want to change your life and start becoming a leader, because that's your next level, that's your next level up, self-reflection and trust. Again, I was talking about trusting yourself to do, to make those decisions, trusting the words that come out of your mouth, trusting the actions that you want to take, and just taking those actions. What's the difference between a leader and follower? I feel like the leader is the one who has the thoughts and takes the action, and the follower is like, okay, I'm going to wait for this person to tell me what to do instead of me doing it. It is not a person that has, it's not that only, because I think sometimes we are raised to believe that there's leaders and there's followers, and you're put in these boxes in these categories. You can only be a leader, you can only be a follower. No, it is a choice and decision that you make. If you decide to be a leader, then you're going to lead. You're going to start making the decisions. You're going to start doing the actions. I think great leaders are the ones who also know when to follow. If you are a leader and you're trying to do all the things and everything, but there's people out there who know better than you, if you want to have the greatest and best company ever, are you going to allow these people who have great knowledge, are you going to tell them to sit down and not listen to them? Or are you going to sit back and listen to what these people have to say, who have this, new and unique, innovative knowledge? I think the best leaders are the ones who also know when to follow. So what I'm saying is you can switch roles at any time. It is for you to self-reflect on why you don't do that, though, and to trust that your ideas and decisions are okay, and the things that you put out there are okay. And sometimes I think one of the biggest reasons that we don't jump up to be leaders is because we just haven't had the practice or the opportunity. So we've got acceptance and action. It's like you can see it around in your life, times that you've had the opportunity to be a leader and times that you have just decided not to do it or step down because, oh shoot, I'm not a leader. I don't play that role. So why would I try, or why would I put my decisions and why would I risk things not working out for me as a leader because I'm not a leader, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to try to lead. I'm not going to fail and make mistakes. You really have to be willing to put yourself out there and okay, this is how we should do it. And these are the actions we should take. Okay, let's go. Boom. Break. Rather than be I'm not sure if we should do it and this might not work out. I don't have enough information. There's all of these doubts and you're not really following the things that you believe in. Actually, somebody else come and do this. I don't want to do it. Acceptance and actions. You need to accept your actions and how you've been in this box. Putting yourself in this box, not trusting yourself or allowing yourself to stand up and do or whatever. And you would need to move on and try your best to take those actions to be the leader. We've got patience and blossoming. The leadership is not hey, you're going to be the leader today and everybody's going to listen to you and everything that you say is going to be right. That is not how it goes. It is, hey, there's an opportunity for you to step up and you're going to take it or not. And if you do step up, these decisions that you make are going to be the ones that are going to move this company forward or back. People are going to agree with you or not, but how are you going to handle this? And this patience and blossoming, Pile 3, is all about you learning how to be in that role and how to work it for you. How do you handle people coming up against you and not agreeing with you? How do you handle conflict? How do you handle when you get something right? Or how do you handle when you have something that is very important to you but nobody else cares about it? Leadership is a role. Leadership is there's all of these things that come with it. It's not just hey, you're the leader, you win. No, there's so many things that come involved with it, and it's basically a journey that you would need to take, Pile 3, if that's what you want to do next. Understand that you have everything in your, you have the power, you have the knowledge, you have the skills to do it. It's up to you though to work the position and understand how to do it. How do I get people to agree with me? How do I motivate my team? How do I make decisions even though I don't have all the information? How do I handle stressful situations? There's so much information to be gained. And I think especially because this is your next level up, being patient with yourself and knowing oh, I don't know everything. I'm going to get some stuff wrong in the beginning. People might not believe in me in the beginning, but I'm dedicated to steadily learning and growing, which is this patience and blossoming. I'm dedicated to steadily learning and growing. I can do this. It's just going to take me some time. I'm going to keep believing in myself. I'm not going to put myself in this follower role just because other people have put me there. Like, no, leadership is about it. It's a journey. It's about me feeling confident in myself and my decisions. And what better way to work on your confidence than to slowly take the opportunities that come forward to you to be a leader. All right, pile 3, you can do this. You can stand in your power. It is up to you to make those choices and decisions, but also accept why you haven't yet. And understand that you can easily switch those roles as soon as you want to. Okay, that was your reading. I'll see you on the next one.